Confusing pictures show ghosts and dead people. Recently, a photo from the days of black and white photography was circulated. The media reported that it evokes terror, mystery, and an incomprehensible secret. In the photo, which dates back to the 1920s, and shows 15 millworkers standing in a memorial group, with their hands crossed. There is a strange hand appearing on the shoulder of one of the girls, which is said to be the source of a ghost. The hand appears to be on the shoulder of a girl in the second row from the left, while the girl behind her is standing with her hands crossed, meaning that this hand is not hers, which is what raised eyebrows. Some interpreted the matter as a modification via Photoshop, but experts deny that the image was manipulated on a computer. Whether we believe it or not, this photo is just one of dozens of photos that contain the same mysteries about what are believed to be ghosts of unknown people. Sometimes dead people appearing in the photos, where these figures were not present in the same places at the time of taking the photo. The strange thing is that this often happens in old black and white photos, which is the most mysterious thing. There are many people in the West who believe in these ghosts and their appearance in pictures or in reality, and there is a lot of literature in this context, in novels and films. Here are some of these exciting pictures that are still claimed to have secrets behind them, and we will convey here the beliefs and myths surrounding them, which we are not obligated to believe. This photo is known as the Texas family or Cooper family photo and was taken in the mid-1950s, when this family moved to an old house after buying it to live in it, and took a souvenir photo in it on the first day without knowing that there was a partner in the house. This ghost hanging from top to bottom, which is difficult to explain or has been found in reality. There is a belief that people have that abandoned or old houses without residents are inhabited by ghosts. On the morning of November 13, 1974, Ronald Jr. shot his father and 3 brothers in Amityville, New York. The bodies were found without any bullet wounds or injuries. Neighbors reported hearing nothing, while Ronald claimed that there was a ghost in the house that prompted him to kill the brothers because the intention was limited to killing his father. The important thing is that the house was later put up for sale, and George and Kathy Lutz bought it despite the realtor's warnings that this house was dangerous, but the buyers were fascinated by the house. Its size, its swimming pool, its garage, and its beautiful waterfront. The trouble began after 28 days with the appearance of many scary things in the house. From the strange death of the family dog to the appearance of a picture of a demon's head on the wall, with green slime appearing in the keyholes in the doors and strangers staring through the bedroom windows. Finally, the family, who do not believe in ghosts, decided to leave the house immediately, and sent investigators to study the place, who also felt the presence of a strange person in the house. Finally, the family, who do not believe in ghosts, decided to leave the house immediately, and sent investigators to study the place, who also felt the presence of a strange person in the house. In 1960, a soldier murdered his wife in Oak Grove, Kentucky, and threw her under a bridge that would later become known as the Ghost Bridge. A semi-decomposed woman can be seen walking around the bridge at night. It is said that if a car is stopped at night by the bridge, it will not move unless the sun rises or it is pushed off the bridge. The photo taken is said to be of the decomposed ghost of the murdered woman. In an old sanatorium in Kentucky, USA, where tuberculosis was treated before modern treatments. Treatments were not advanced, such as exposure to the sun, and there were unethical treatments that required disposing of patients. Only 5% of patients survived. It is believed that about 8,000 bodies were carelessly thrown down a waterfall through a tunnel under the building, and this matter remained a complete secret to get rid of the hopeless. The sanatorium was closed with the discovery of antibiotics, but it is believed that to this day the spirits of patients hover in the hospital, the most famous of whom is a nurse named Mary, who appears in both photos. She was found dead in one of the rooms after discovering that she was pregnant by a doctor out of wedlock. Some believe that she still wanders around the abandoned place to this day, searching for a cure for her psychological pain. When Mrs. Andrews took this photo in a cemetery in Queensland, Australia in 1940, while visiting the grave of her daughter who had died at the age of 17, everything was normal. Later, the surprise appeared in the photo, as a beautiful little girl appeared next to the grave. Mrs. Andrews does not remember who she is or where she saw her. After investigations, a number of other paranormal phenomena became apparent next to the grave. As there are 2 graves of 2 infant girls next to the grave of Andrews' young daughter, but it is not confirmed whether the girl who appeared in the photo is one of them or not. Thank you for watching.